I'll leave it. All right.
Oh, with a kiss. Oh, okay. I was like, come on, with the cursing, please. Let me just, I'll see you later when you get back. All right?
Listen, my booking is one day. You handle the kids. You handle your mother.
This is some bull. I'm not running out here. You're not going to dictate. Look, I'm moving the pillow. Have a good trip, Yandy.
Tensions have escalated between Mendeecees Harris, his wife Yandy Smith Harris, and his mother Judy. Long-standing issues in the family were resolved by a recent significant shift. Despite Yandy and Judy's attempts to work things out, underlying tensions emerged during what was supposed to be a calm family gathering in Atlanta. Into chaos, shocking bystanders, and further shattering the family unit. Judy and Yandy had a lengthy history of conflict. Judy was known for her strong opinions, while Yandy accused her of being rude and domineering. When Judy smacked Yandy, the heated argument that had gone out of control reached a breaking point, and the room fell apart. Willed nature would not give up. Every movement was high, and the words were passionate. Despite his obvious grief, Yandy remained composed and stepped back as everyone tried to comprehend what had just transpired, while Mess stood torn between defending his mother and his wife. Despite Judy's adamant defense of her conduct, by saying that she was provoked, Mendy consoles Yandy before speaking to her since he understands that quick action is required. Mendeecees adopted a firm posture. I cherish you, but He stressed that respect was non-negotiable and that his primary concern was the situation, saying, I can't let this continue in my home. Mendeecees thought this would be a wake-up call, but Judy was incensed and felt misled by the choice that affected his family's health and safety. The drama has been widely discussed by the show's audience, and many have commended the MCs for standing with Yandy and establishing boundaries, although some expressed sympathy for Judy and claimed that her exile wouldn't address the core problems in the family. This poignant occasion has given the Harris families a continuous story that highlights the difficulties in balancing love, loyalty, and respect in a blended family. The audience wants to know if Judy and Yandy can reconcile or if their arguments will worsen a season later. Furthermore, there is no denying that the drama ends. We have a long way to go with this household.
Just scrolling through my phone.
so after me and Yandy was arguing about Dolly and Keisha, we really haven't been talking since then. And things only got worse since my mom came to stay with us yesterday. Her and Yandy really spoken to each other, and now I'm kind of stuck in the middle as usual. Taking selfies?
Something like that. But I was looking at some things about Mama D. What's going on with Mama D?
I have no idea. But I'm going to Scrappy divorce party.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. They really getting divorced?
I have no idea. But since it's a divorce party, it's probably most likely they're getting divorced. But how was your visit here? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I'm happy to see the kids. That's mostly what I came for.
I'll leave it. All right.
Oh, but a kiss. Oh, okay. That's how you feel?
Mendeecees, living like a prisoner in my own house is never fun.
You know, it's kind of like that thing when you say Bloody Mary 3 times when they appear. Somebody in my house does that Bloody Mary 3 times because she appeared. Luckily, I have a booking in Houston so I can get out of this nightmare.
What you mean living like a prisoner?
It feels like I'm a prisoner in my own house. But anyway, I'm leaving to go to Houston.
Good, bye.
Good.
I mean, good, but
in my house, sit on my couch.
It's not your couch.
Before I leave this house, you should give me a genuine apology.
I can't apologize. I'm not doing no cartwheels for you. Leave me the f*** alone.
Last year, my husband decided to meet with his mom to repair their relationship. But I didn't go with him because I still felt a certain type of way about how she never gave me an apology after our vow renewal.
Wait, hold on. Come on.
See how you make me happy? You send me.
Please. Let me just I'll see you later when we get back. All right?
Listen, my booking is one day. You handle the kids. You handle your mother.
This is some bull. I'm not rushing out of here, and you're not going to dictate. Look, I'm moving the pillow. Have a good trip, Yandy. All right? This is some stuff crazy.
All right. I'm out of here.
Ma, first of all, you came to this house. You didn't apologize to her. You've been insulting her since you walked through the door.
Andy felt forced to act when he had calmed down, so he went to his mother, Judy, who openly justified her actions by claiming that she had been injured, but he was strong and resolute. "You went too far," she remarked. He felt obliged to put his family's safety and security first, so he asked Judy to stay steadfast in his home. "I love you, but I can't let this go." Depart, emphasizing the value of deference. Although Judy felt misunderstood by the relocation, M thought it would act as a wake-up call for her to change the way she behaved. After Judy went, the family was in a lot of mental suffering. Consequently, Yandy informed her close friends about the altercation and bemoaned Judy's ongoing animosity. "I've consistently attempted to resolve conflicts in MC's favor, but He remained firm and started to consider whether he could have handled the situation differently, telling a close friend as much. Miss struggled with regret. She said, "I can't stand this disrespect in my own home. Even though I love my mother, I can't let her hurt the person I've decided to live my entire life with. This is challenging for me." But Judy turned to her own support system to let out her frustration, and she told a friend that she was sorry that Yandy was playing the game and that she felt disconnected from her child. She sobbed as she told him, "I raised him. How can he choose her over me?" The altercation between Yandy and Judy had an impact that went beyond their immediate relatives. Love Hip Hop's enlarged cast was also affected. Some Atlanta cast members expressed their support for Yandy, Judy's viewpoint as a mother experiencing. Others understood those who were marginalized. The ongoing story of the Harris family demonstrates how this horrific event has spurred fan conversations about family dynamics, boundaries, and the lengths one will go to in order to keep the peace. Some viewers are interested in seeing if Judy and Yandy can get back together or if their distance will grow over the course of the season, while others hope for moments of peace despite the challenges of striking a balance between loyalty, love, and respect in a blended family. Others doubt healing since the household appears to be beset by long-standing problems. It's clear that this family's problems are far from over. Mendy claims that Judy and Yandy's future will be challenging as they traverse the challenging landscape of loving allegiance and familial responsibilities.
Scrolling through my phone.
So after me and Yandy was arguing about donating her eggs to Keisha, we really haven't been talking since then, and things only got worse since my mom came to stay with us yesterday. Her and Yandy really spoken to each other, and now I'm kind of stuck in the middle as usual. Taking selfies?
Something like that. But I was looking at some things about Mama D. What's going on with Mama D?
I have no idea, but I'm going to scrappy divorce party.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. They really getting divorced?
I have no idea, but since it's a divorce party, it's probably most likely they're getting divorced. But how was your visit here? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I'm happy to see the kids. That's mostly what I came for. I'll leave it. All right.
Oh, with a kiss. Oh, okay. That's how you feel?
Mendeecees, living like a prisoner in my own house is never fun.
You know, it's kind of like that thing when you say Bloody Mary 3 times when they appear. Somebody in my house has said Bloody Mary 3 times because she appeared. Luckily, I have a booking in Houston so I can get out of this nightmare.
What you mean living like a prisoner?
It feels like I'm a prisoner in my own house. But anyway, I'm leaving to go to Houston.
Good, bye.
Good.
I mean, good, but
In my house, sitting on my couch, she said,
it's not your couch.
Before I leave this house, you should give me a genuine apology.
I never apologize. I'm not doing no cartwheels for you. Leave me the fuck alone.
Last year, my husband decided to meet with his mom to repair their relationship. But I didn't go with him because I still felt a certain type of way about how she never gave me an apology after our vow renewal.
Wait, hold on, come on.
See how you make me act? You said me.
Please, let me just I'll see you later when we get back. All right?
Listen, my booking is one day. You handle the kids.
Not
You
just
handle your mother.
This is some bull. I'm not rushing out of here, and you're not going to dictate. Look, I'm moving the pillow. Have a good trip, Yandy. All right? This is some stuff crazy.
All right, I'm out of here.
Ahmad, first of all, you came to this house, you didn't apologize to her. You've been insulting her since you walked through the door. You know, a bigger conversation.
Evening started out as what seemed to be a typical family meal. But tension soon rose when Mendy's angry and disgruntled son interrupted the conversation and dropped The shocking revelation, the room became silent as everyone struggled to comprehend his statement that Yandy had cheated on you and was your responsibility. As the charge hung heavy in the air, everyone's eyes were on Mendeecees and Yandy refuted the charges right away, her voice quivering with grief and rage. "You're not allowed to say that. Where did this come from?" The son continued to accuse her of betraying the family and blame me for not being a strong enough father or husband, despite my advice to try to keep her cool. I was taken aback by, "Wait, where's this all coming from?" His son tried to defuse the situation with his audacious remarks. He questioned in a calm but pressured tone, yet it was incomprehensible. "You've always been." He was too preoccupied with his personal problems to notice what was going on in front of him, so his anger over the accusation swiftly spiraled out of control. Raising his voice to keep control during a heated conversation, he sought proof for the baseless accusation. "If you're going to accuse Yandy of something so serious, then you had better have evidence." Yandy was unable to handle the son's evasive signals and emotional insults in response to his screams, which were filled with scorn and hatred. Tears sprang out of emotions. "All I've done is love this family. Therefore, it's absurd that you can accuse me of something so heinous without any proof." When she sobbed, everything she said seemed to raise the son's ire. "He's too blind to realize that you've been destroying this family, so love them." He retaliated, and the dispute got so intense that Mendy believed he was the father of the household was undercut, and in his rage, he struck his son so violently that the room became silent, the shock of the incident echoing throughout the space. Everyone in the room recognized how serious what had just transpired was. The boy looked at his father in shock, Yandy gasped, and some people turned away. Many others attempted to get better. Emotional control, he mumbled, complaining, "I can't believe it's come to this." Yandy, still crying, intervened to console him despite her own suffering. But rather than resigning furiously, he responded, "You think this fixes anything? You just proved my point." The Mendeecees recognized that the state of affairs was untenable. His voice was firm but sorrowful as he asked his son to leave you. "I love you, but I can't let this kind of disrespect continue in my home," he responded. "Require some time to reflect on your actions and words. Perhaps a little distance would make it easier for you to see that." Despite the fact that it was obviously hurting him, he packed his things, added the son, and went without another. There was a tremendous deal of anxiety and silence in the days after the occurrence. Although Yandy supported M's choice, she couldn't conceal her anguish. This wasn't how she had intended for things to go, so she confided in "Personally, I feel like I lost a piece of my family, and I'm not sure whether we'll ever get over this. Did I do the right thing?" DCS, who was also having emotional difficulties, said out loud in an attempt to find comfort. He told his best friend, "I felt like I had failed as a father because I had to defend my wife and my home." He was extremely ashamed, and he realized that repairing As news of the family conflict circulated, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta fans swiftly voiced their thoughts, saying that it would be difficult for him to bond with his child. Many people on social media expressed sympathy for his son, who had to take certain steps to protect his wife, while others expressed support for the DCs. One of the fans wrote, "Respect is non-negotiable," but chastised him for employing physical force, saying that no matter the circumstance, beating your son is never the solution. View further comments about the dispute. How Yandy fits within the dynamics of the family is a question that some viewers have. One admirer commented that, although Yandy has always been the one who keeps the family together, this might be too much for her. The Harris family had to face their own suffering on the public front due to the divergent opinions, despite Mendeecees' distress. Stay committed to healing his broken family. He reached out through shared bonds when he remarked, "I can't let this be the end of our relationship," after his child disappeared. "We need to talk face to face and figure out how to move forward." He expressed his desire for an open dialogue with a buddy, and Yandy was instrumental in helping to close the distance. She said, "You two are in love. You just need to learn how to talk without getting so upset. Mandy says her mediation efforts and continued support have been a beacon of hope for the couple. Family watchers will see if the Harris family can mend the damage as the season goes on. The contentious dispute and its fallout are a potent reminder of the difficulties. Love, loyalty, and respect are difficult to balance in family relationships, but they are worth fighting for. The Harris family's journey is undoubtedly far from over. The novel captivates viewers by providing an honest and unvarnished look at the challenges and victories of navigating love and dedication in a blended family. When Mace asks Yandy why she's making, Yandy ultimately retreats and starts to see that she doesn't need Mace for anything after going through all these significant steps without him. She does this by pacing the space like a puppy that has gone missing. Her failure to submit the required paperwork for their marriage serves as further evidence of her ongoing dishonesty. Despite her promises of loyalty and love, Yandy won't allow him to. Will her business succeed, or should they break her bag if Mace becomes even more difficult for their program? Love Hip Hop and Nobody Believes Tiny Little Mace at the Grammy Awards wrote those words. Yandy ceases to be the loyal wife after the filming is finished. Some claim that children who don't spit out or push will always be like this. In return for parenting this cute boy alone while his father was incarcerated, she receives this. Time will tell you if you play with this child too much who isn't biologically yours. As Little Mace makes it apparent, do you guys think Yandy is having an affair with Mace, or are we simply assuming that he's trying to quietly show how much they don't like you? Say please don't forget to click like and subscribe and leave a comment with your opinions. I hope you had fun seeing this film, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye. In a recent dramatic turn of events on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, tensions between M. Harris, his mother Judy, and his wife Yandy Smith Harris reached a breaking point. Advocates were shocked when the long-standing issues in the family erupted into chaos and division during what Judy and Yandy had been trying to organize as a calm family vacation. Yandy and Judy had been fighting for a while due to Judy's stubbornness and feistiness, but they resolved their differences while maintaining tension. Said that she was controlling when a dispute broke out and words were exchanged, creating tension that no one had expected. Judy gave Yandy a slap. As everyone tried to understand what had happened, the room went silent. Yandy maintained her composure and retreated despite her evident grief, while Messi was divided between his duty to protect his wife and his loyalty to his mother. After calming Andy, Messi knew he needed to do something. He went to Judy, his mother, who gave him unconditional. She said that she had been provoked, which was an excuse for her actions. He knew that his family's safety and security had to come first, so he pleaded with Judy to go. He told her, "I love you, but I can't let this continue in my home," making it obvious that he expected her to respect him. The incident has prompted comments from a large number of show spectators, applauding Messi for setting limits and helping Yandy, despite the fact that others feel sorry for Judy and blame it on more significant family problems. Yandy feels deceived and furious, but thinks this. Although it remains unanswered at the end of the episode, this dramatic incident has given the Harris story a new dimension and will act as a wake-up call for her to reevaluate her behavior. As the season goes on, viewers are interested to see how the family's recurring narrative, which highlights the challenges of finding harmony between love, loyalty, and respect in a mixed family, will change. Whether Judy and Yandy get back together or if tensions increase, the drama in this house will go on. M was aware that he needed to act fast, but he couldn't make the "you went too far." Judy, Andy's mother, vented and justified her behavior by claiming that she had been provoked. After Andy had cooled down, he made a snap choice, declaring that his family's safety and security came first, and that respect was non-negotiable. He asked Judy to leave. "I love you, Mrs. I added." Judy was incensed and felt duped by the choice, but she thought it would remind her to change her ways after. After Yan left, the incident caused the family a lot of emotional anguish. Yan complained to her close friends about the. She expressed her continued animosity at Judy M., who was troubled by guilt for supporting his choice, saying, "I've always tried to make things work for M's sake, but she can't keep accepting." He rudely insulted a close friend in my own home, saying, "I love my mom, but I can't let her hurt the woman I've chosen to spend my life with. This has complicated my life." Viewpoint: what additional steps could he have taken? Judy expressed her frustration and anger at being isolated from her own support system, believing Yandy and her child were playing it. She then started crying and claimed that I brought him up to be a confidant, which is why he chose her over me. Judy and Yandy's immediate family, along with the whole cast of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, were affected by other performers' opinions that others are assisting them in their argument. The continuing tale of the Harris family and Mandy has gained additional complexity as a result of this tragic event that emphasizes how challenging it is to combine love, loyalty, and respect in a mixed family, and many fans identified with Judy's situation as a mother who felt. Fans are already speculating as to whether Judy and Yandy will get back together or drift apart over the course of the season. While some are eager to witness healing moments, others are dubious because of the persistent issues that appear to stalk the house and have no end in sight. The drama in this house is far from ended, and Mrs. Yandy and Judy will have to negotiate the challenging terrain of loving allegiance and familial responsibilities. The narrative begins with his head lowered and a furious expression on his face. Mendy sits by himself in his poorly lighted living room, the background noise of the city reminding him of the mayhem going on in his. He inhales deeply as he gazes at the pictures strewn over the scene, recollections of previous romantic conflicts and the intolerable hostility between Yandy and his mother racing through his head. The pictures of Yandy, his kids, and his family on a coffee table feel like theirs today, despite the fact that everything was ideal previously. The planet is collapsing as the scene changes to Yandy, who was perched on the bed's edge. Her eyes were red and swollen, and she was crying. Explains the altercation using a number of. She still has an abundance of.